Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well today on this beautiful Monday morning. So today is Monday motivation. So on Mondays we like to give everybody a little bit of an uplifting start to the day. So I always like to talk about something that I feel is important and also which I believe to be important and helpful to everybody else as well, because it is Monday motivation and wanting to give everybody a little bit of a boost and an uplift to start the week right. So this week's Monday motivation, I want to talk to you a little bit about the power of the mind. So how powerful our mind is and how powerful our thoughts are, and the importance of mind management. So some of you might be familiar with this topic, some of you might not be, but it's always nice to, even if you are familiar with it, just to refresh your mind and talk about it, because it is very, very positive, and sometimes it's good just to self-check. So ideally, for us to be happy everyday life, we need to form a positive paradigm about our world and everything that's in our world. So we want to have that positive paradigm. So we want to have positive habits, we want to have positive patterns and positive thoughts. So we want to get rid of all unnecessary worry. And why do we want to get rid of unnecessary worry? Because it is unnecessary, and unnecessary worry drains the mind of much of its power, and unnecessary worry also drains us of a lot of our energy. So sooner or later, it injures the soul and you begin to feel depleted. So a little bit of statistics for you. on an average day, the average person runs about 60,000 thoughts through their mind. And this is the crazy part. So up to approximately 95% of those 65,000 thoughts, average day, average person, up to 95% of those thoughts are the same as the thoughts we had the day before, and are also negative. So imagine if we could switch that around. And you can switch it around. So that is mind management, switching that 95% of negativity to be 95% of positivity. So it's a good way to think about it. Like, think of your mind as a garden. So if you have a garden at home and you love your garden, I know some of you do. If we care for it, so if we care for that garden, if we nurture it, it blossoms, right? Like a fertile, rich garden. It will blossom far beyond our expectations. But if you let the weeds take root, just like in your mind, your inner peace will eventually diminish. So again, think about your lush garden for a second. Would you want to destroy it? Would you want to contaminate it? So think of all that hard work you've put into planting all those beautiful flowers, watering your grass every day, it's starting to blossom. How would you feel if somebody came along and contaminated that garden? Or would you go outside and would you contaminate it yourself? And all of that hard work has just gone to waste. So just think about that for a second. So if you would not contaminate your garden, or if we would not contaminate our gardens, why do we contaminate our minds with worries, anxieties, fretting about the past that we can't control because it's already happened, and agonizing over the future, which we also can't control, but we can influence it? So it's all of those self-created fears that wreak havoc in our inner minds. So our minds, they're very powerful tools, and allowing any kind of toxic waste to enter our mind. That's blocking our mind from its full potential. And our minds are very powerful tools. I'll say it again, they're very, very powerful. So if we're blocking our mind from its full potential, it's not a good thing, because our mind has the potential to deliver anything we want out of life. So anything you want, you can create that with mind management, the power of the mind. So to live life to its fullest, we should allow only positive thoughts to enter our mind. So only allow the very best information to enter your mind, to live the fullest life that you can. So this is mind management. And mind management is essential for life management. They go hand in hand. So good mind management, as soon as you have your mind under control and you know how to manage it, your life management is going to be easy. They go hand in hand. Mind management, life management. So the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. So, oh my gosh, there's a mosquito. So mind management, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. So just a little bit of information for you to sit with today before we start our fitness class. So that is my Monday motivation. That is a topic that I believe to be very, very positive, and it has a very positive influence on myself. If I ever need to do a little bit of a self-check and I think, okay, mind management, how can I control this? And I believe that's how you can control it. You know that you are not your thoughts. We create everything that we want to think about in our minds. And remember, 60,000 thoughts run through our minds every day, on average person, average day. Now, we don't want to be thinking about the same stuff over and over and over and over again. We don't want to be thinking the same thoughts as yesterday. You know, we want to come up with new creative thoughts that are going to help us live our best life. So really think about that. How can you shift that 95% of thinking the same thing as the day before? You know, if it's not impacting your life in a positive way, change it. So let's all see if we can make that shift. All right, so now let's move on to today's fitness class. Today's fitness class, we are going to use our bands today. I'm going to grab my phone because I'm going to need the timer. All right, so we are going to use our bands today. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 exercises. Okay, now with these exercises, we're going to do them timed. So listen carefully, because depending on your level, you can do these a different way. Okay, so if you're a beginner, I want you to do each exercise for 30 seconds, and I want you to do 3 rounds. Now that's if you're a beginner. If you are intermediate, I want you to do each exercise for 45 seconds, and I want you to do 4 rounds. If you are advanced, I want you to do each exercise for 1 minute, and I want you to do 5 rounds. As I've said many times before, I want these classes to be for everybody. No, it doesn't matter what fitness level you are. So I always want to do this and give you a few different options, okay? So beginner, 30 seconds each exercise, 3 rounds. Intermediate, 45 seconds each exercise, 4 rounds. Advanced, 1 minute each exercise and 5 rounds. Okay, so I will keep it at beginner level today, okay? So I will do 30 seconds each exercise, and 3 rounds. And then you'll be able to see what I'm doing. You'll be able to see each exercise. All right. So with our bands, I am using an actual X heavy band today because my other one broke. So I'm being forced to use the heavy one. All right, so let's bring our bands just above our knees. The first exercise we're going to do is side to side squat. So we're going to come down into the squat position and we're going to side to side. Okay. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. The next exercise we're going to do is a bear fire hydrant. So what I want you to do is come down onto all fours. Get into position, but then I want you to hover your knees just off the floor. All right? So this is a bear position. Then we're going to fire hydrant. Alternating legs. All right? We're going to do that for 30 seconds. The next exercise we're going to do is a single arm row. So we're going to take this off of our legs. We're going to put it under one of our feet. So choose a foot that you want to start on. Make sure your back is nice and flat. Okay, and a single arm row. So you're going to pull up. 2, 3. Okay, making sure you keep that back nice and flat. Only using your arm, pulling the resistance band, bringing your arm just above that rib cage. All right, and we're going to do that for 30 seconds each side. And the last exercise we're going to do is a banded jack. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this exercise. You can bring the band just above your knees if you want to, okay? Do the banded jack like this. But if you want to make it more difficult, bring the band down, all right? Like this. So you choose which way you want to do. So what's first? Okay, side to side squat. So we are going to do 30 seconds each exercise. And we're going to go for 3 rounds, all right? I've got my stopwatch, my timer. So ladies, get into position, side to side squat. So let's come down into a squat. And remember, we're going to be stepping from side to side. So let's get ready. We're going to go for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So side step. Staying in that squat position. Staying nice and low. Keeping the chest up nice and high. Okay, chest up at all times. Okay, 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming down onto all fours, we're going to do those bear fire hydrants. So come up, knees off the floor. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember, alternating legs, bear fire hydrants. 30 seconds. Keeping that back nice and flat, engaging the core. Halfway there. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Single arm row. So choose an arm you want to start on. I'm going to count us in. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So pulling that arm up, keeping the back nice and flat, only using the strength of your arm, your shoulder, your back. That's it, keep going. 10 seconds to go, then we're gonna switch arm. Pulling the arm up above the rib cage. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and switch. Moving on to the next side. I'm gonna count you in. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Flat back, pulling that arm up above the rib cage. Keep it going. All right, almost done, almost halfway there. More than halfway there, sorry, 10 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Banded jacks. So remember, you can have it just above your knees or you can have it down at your ankles. I'm gonna count us in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep it going. First round is almost complete. And then another 2 rounds to go. Three, 2, 1. Okay, moving back on to our squats. Side to side squat. 3, okay, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So, slowly moving from side to side, keeping it low, keeping our chest nice and high. Make sure your positioning is correct to really get the full benefits. 3, 2, and 1. Coming down to our bear fire hydrants. So coming down, we're going to hover those knees off the floor. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Alternating legs. Bear fire hydrants. Alternating legs. Lifting the leg out to the side. Hovering those knees off the floor. 3, 2, 1, and come up. Single arm row. Okay, ladies, bringing it under your foot. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bringing the arm up above the rib cage. Slow, controlled movements. Keeping the back nice and flat. Nice fluid movements. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change sides. Bringing the band under the next foot. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keeping the back nice and flat. Bringing that arm up. Keep it moving. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Move on to our banded jacks for 30 seconds. I'll count us in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Banded jacks. See if you can always make those hands touch up the top. 3, 2, 1. Okay, back to the beginning, last round. Side to side squat. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Side to side squat. Keeping it down nice and low. Feel the resistance in the band. Never let that resistance go. 10 seconds. Chest up. Stay low. 3, 2, 1. Okay, come down onto the mat. 3, 2, 1. And let's go. Bear fire hydrants. Bringing that leg up, out to the side. Hovering the knees off the floor. Working the whole body today. 3, 2, and 1. All right, arm rows. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, 30 seconds. Keeping the back nice and flat. Keep the arm moving, nice and strong. Using all of those muscles in your arm, your back, your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. Let's get ready. Count us in. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lifting the arm up above the rib cage. Feel the resistance. Pulling that resistance band. Sculpting those arms. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Banded jacks. Last exercise. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure those arms are touching above your head. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take those bands off. All right, ladies. Remember, we just did beginner class. So we did the beginner's class. We did each exercise for 30 seconds and we did 3 rounds. If you are intermediate, do each exercise for 45 seconds and do 4 rounds. If you are advanced, do each exercise for 1 minute and do 5 rounds. Choose which level you want to do. Choose which level you think that you are, or you know that you are, and you do that class. Remember, challenge yourselves. Don't do beginner if you're not beginner. All right, I'm doing beginner today so that the beginners can do it with me. But if you're more intermediate or more advanced, go a little bit harder. Oh, thank you for joining me today, everybody. And I shall see you very soon.